Welcome back, guys.
Welcome
Welcome back. Yes, we're back with this segment.
That's right.
We're gonna rock your green business, right? Now, this is very interesting, right?
What?
Just rock your green business.
How do you rock it? All right, so all of you out there who are SMEs and people who are looking at getting into a different kind of business, you can't focus on what you're doing. If you have a business that you feel is not going anywhere and yet you want new ideas, you have them and you don't know how to utilize them, this is probably the platform you might want to get into.
I think even if you don't have a green business, yes, they can rock your business and make it green.
Make you green, yes, definitely with Matthias in the studios.
Let's bring him on, right? The Green Man as well as the Loas Country Manager. Very good morning to Mr. Matthias Gelber. Very good morning, Green Man.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm doing good.
As green as ever?
I'm feeling green, and we had so much, you know, exciting green rocking the businesses going on from Friday early morning till Sunday in the evening. It was great. It was fun.
All right, let's talk to the blue man next to you.
Representing the ocean. He's the grass, I'm the ocean.
The blue man is actually the CEO of Rock Your Business Malaysia. Mr. Mike Handcock.
Hi, how
guys.
are you doing?
Good morning.
Good to have you. And of course, the fantastic, beautiful woman next to him.
From Rock Your Business Malaysia as well, Lilian Lim.
Hello, guys.
Good morning.
Thanks for joining us. So you've got the grass, you've got the ocean. Now, what do you represent?
She's the beach.
The sand. Going there. Going there.
We hadn't planned it. We hadn't planned it.
Women always have to do the sand stuff, isn't it? Go pose ourselves down.
Yeah.
All right, so let's start off with Rock Your Green Business. Mike, maybe you can give us an insight for the viewers to understand what is Rock Your Green Business.
I think that Malaysia is one of the countries leading the world in actually the green environment. And you've got such a beautiful country here in Malaysia that we run a program called Rock Your Business everywhere else in the world, but in Malaysia it's Rock Your Green Business because there's so much focus here on green. And there's so many entrepreneurs now with the Green Man, my friend here, leading the charge, planting trees and really looking to do some different things. So we had a whole lot of green businesses and a very, very cool business that actually won the event this year as well.
Oh, wow. Interesting.
Now, who should be participating in this Rock Your Green Business?
Well, for me, it's any business that looking towards the future. And the future, if you're just out there to make money these days, that's over. You've got to have a conscience with business. And all of the business people that have this conscience and this social awareness and awareness for the planet, they should come along here and learn really what we call quantum business techniques, which is getting things done fast, getting things from here to here really fast, but with conscience for the environment and our eco-friends, our little animals, the grass and everything else, the grass.
And even
The animals. Now, before we get to the grass, I want to talk to the beach first. Hitting the sand. Right, Lilian, tell us, in your opinion, for the viewers out there who are watching us today, I mean, who do you think are the best participants to come in for this? I mean, would it be people who are just starting into a business or someone who's been in a business for a while and yet feel like they've come up against a wall? What's your opinion?
I think, okay, in the last few Rock Your Green Business that we've done, and talking to friends as well about this event, I think a lot of them are like either, look, I'm working in the corporate world, I'm working for somebody, but I want to make a difference.
Be my own boss.
Yeah, be my own boss, or either that, or I want to make a difference because I've already been contributing to WWF, but they've only been like, you know, auto-debiting my credit card, but I don't feel that I'm still making a difference, you know, so...
Guilty as charged.
Great marketing though. So these are people who are either working for someone who wants to, you know, okay, you know, be my own boss and start somewhere, either that or I'm already having my own business, but how can I, you know, make it more sustainable? Yeah. So
how can I contribute a little more? Fantastic.
So this is a course.
Yeah, we call it where Harvard Business School meets American Idol.
Oh,
that's
that
interesting.
means it's a fun school.
That's an interesting mix there.
Fun school.
Yeah, so there's a lot of fun, there's a lot of excitement. We occasionally have some tears, we have a lot of laughter at the same time, but also there's just learnings that are very, very high estate, which most people can spend years going to university to actually learn, and we can teach them this in just 1 or 2 snapshots over a weekend.
Fabulous. Coming back to grass, I know he can't wait to talk.
Yeah.
Tell us more,
He's like
Matthias.
bouncing.
Let me say something.
Grass
Say
is
something.
moving.
It's called lalang.
Yeah, it's gonna be lalang already.
How are you involved in this? And tell us, you know, what angle do you come in when you approach the participants in terms of the awareness on the environment?
I know Mike from 6 years ago. I attended a business school in Bali. That's where we first met.
Yep.
And actually the amazing thing was at that business school, I shifted how I was presenting my plan to set up a green building materials company in Germany, and I was looking for an investor. And instead of talking in too complicated terms, I learned to simplify it. And the main message I came up there was turn waste into gold.
Right.
Both for the environment and as well commercially. Because at the end of the day, any business needs to make good profits, otherwise it can't sustain. So sustainability in environmental terms and in business terms. And there, a guy that I knew already got so excited about the business that he became an investor.
Oh.
And now this German company is a 5 million ringgit turnover company, but I think this year we will double our turnover and start paying out a dividend to the shareholders. It's taken us a little bit longer, but at a similar business school like this, I actually found my investor there. And here, I'm the kind of guy that tries to inspire people to have the green agenda, and I have as well brought in quite a lot of the green companies that I'm associated with into the Rock Your Business, because a lot of them need to enhance their branding, their visibility out there. People don't just buy green because it's green.
That's true.
We need to have an attractive brand or a good strategy. So we give people the platform there to actually deliver and show and rock and do the American Idol style performance. They have to perform in front of us. We give them, we give them very specific input. We tell them, hey guys, the message didn't come across. It was too boring.
All right.
You need to spice it up.
So
Go out there.
So let me guess. This is Paula. This is J-Lo. Randy there. And you would be
Simon Cowell.
without the hair.
That's probably more my job. I'm probably more Simon.
He's the Simon Cowell.
He's the one that, you know, that brings people to tears. But then later on, after the show is over, they're like, oh Mike, you know, that was so awesome. It really hit the bullseye.
Yeah.
You know, you went to the point where I really have a problem. Yes, it was tough for me to look at that specific issue. I'm scared of talking in front of people. You know, I have these blockages. That's what we try and bring out. And that was a beautiful thing yesterday when asking the delegates. They felt it was very personally the experience. It's experiential learning. The experience was very personal to their business and to themselves. And a lot of them made some major breakthroughs.
Absolutely.
So you can learn all of that over a weekend.
Yes.
Whoa.
All right.
Okay. So you got some of them hooked, right?
I know, I'm sure. So tell us, when is the next one coming up, or
exactly.
what's happening, and where will it be?
It's actually going to be here in Kuala Lumpur. Matthias will tell you exactly where. On the 9th to the 11th of November. So people have got plenty of time to plan, plenty of time to get some things in order in their own house before they come along. And where's it going to be, Matthias?
It's going to be again in the Greencity College. We had them on the show a couple of weeks ago. And what we're trying to do as well is we're trying to bring different green players together. They are the college that is delivering diplomas in green technology and other green themes. So we are at the same time bringing the green business in a location that could become a green hub. So that's why we chose Greencity College, and it was a great venue for this weekend. We did it there this weekend as well. It's next to Matsik Jamek, so quite central, easy to get to with public transport as well. So another green feature.
I like the fact that it's all going green, you know. Everything's green. Where Matthias is concerned, everything goes green.
Everything, right?
Hijau all the way.
Yes.
Now, it's going to be held in November, the next one. You mentioned lots of time to plan, lots of time to get things in order. So the thing that's on the minds of our viewers is, does it also mean we need a lot of time to save money for?
It's actually very affordable.
Yes, the ka-ching is where everyone's wondering how much is
What's
one
the
of these.
ka-ching, Matthias?
Ka-ching is actually the offer at the moment is 888 ringgit, which is, if you compare this course in Australia and New Zealand, sells for more than 5,000 ringgit. So we're giving specials to Malaysians, and And considering we're bringing in Mike from New Zealand, we're bringing in Paul Zaman from Australia, we're bringing in Dave Rogers from Singapore. So, you know, we already have quite some cost in flying these guys in. And we need to make that carbon neutral as well by planting some extra trees. So we take care of that too. It's actually a bargain price for the experience
I would agree.
that people are getting.
That's true. Now, I have to ask you this.
Yeah.
Mike and Lilian, maybe you can share some of these info. Throughout the training that you have done with numerous people here, you know, in KL and of course back in your home country, what are the differences that some of the participants, I mean, have they come back to say, look, I've done this, you know, I've planted more trees, I've gone and done this with my business, I've changed the mindset of my staff. I mean, do you get that kind of response from people? And if so, could you share maybe one or two stories?
All the time, actually, and probably one of the stories Lilian might share is actually one of the businesses that stood up for her in KL last time that she actually ended up investing in herself.
Oh, do share.
We're still in due diligence, Mike.
Skim around the corners.
No, Teray, she actually flew in from Perth, Australia to attend the course. And she has this clothing company, very versatile clothing where one piece you can wear it for like, I don't know, 35 different styles.
I love stuff like that.
Yeah, and I think
funky. It's the same one you go round and round, right?
Not yet.
yeah, it's not like it's the same dress again. No. It's like can be a dress, can be a top, you know.
35 different ways. Okay.
35 different ways, various styles and various colors. So I think I was really. She came up dressed in her clothing, and I just felt that hey, that's the style I like. Very flowy, very like simple. And I was like, oh, where do you get these? These are my own clothing. And she was just sharing about the business. And I got really, and I saw potential in it. So I actually flew to Bali to see where her production is made, and she supports the community in Bali, the one that makes her clothing.
Oh, wow.
So I was very touched by that as well. And I went to Perth to take a look at her business as well. And she's doing everything herself. And there is again, it's time for growth. And at the moment we're thinking, okay, how can we work together from where I am? To support her business that is growing from Australia and beyond. Yeah.
I think a beautiful Malaysian example is a lady, Hayati. She was at the last Rock Your Business, and within the next 4 weeks of doing it, she got rid of most of her clients, which might sound a bit shocking to people, but she actually realized, I'm not making any money from these people. They are actually sucking my time.
Right.
And commercially, I'm struggling because I'm spending too much time with clients that are actually not in line with my environmental thinking. And within that period, she picked up her biggest contract ever because she changed the way she was selling her services and focusing on the value that she is adding. She's actually a green interior designer. And usually people will say, hey, what is this all about? But when you actually start selling to people the aspect that if you have green building where you haven't used toxic chemicals inside, solvents, where you use paint that doesn't contain formaldehyde and volatile organic carbons, your children can sleep in a very healthy environment rather than sucking up chemicals that might have a negative impact on their health.
True.
So it's a different way of selling your business and actually adding the value that your clients, the developer and the end customers, the people who buy such units can actually understand and appreciate.
All right. Mike, coming back to you, these sessions that you hold, are they sort of like duplicated on every session for every training, or do you have new things coming in? And if so, do you have anything new coming in this time around in November?
We always have new things coming in. It's a very fluid program. So what actually happens is that a lot of time you go to trainings and the trainer's up there and it's like this and don't change it, you know. But what happens is that when you get 30 or 40 different people in the room with businesses like the difference between both of these that these guys explain, something magical just happens in the room. So what we find when we're doing that is all we're doing is facilitating the energy of the room and allowing people to shine. And we have some exceptional things happen. Like last time we had one lady who created so much attraction that another business owner said, actually, I'm more interested in her business than my own. I'm going to leave my own business and join hers.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So we do that and we manage that very, very well. So your question about what's going to come next time, I think what will come next time is a very, very special guest. Last time we had one of Malaysia's most well-known venture capital people actually involved come and give a presentation which really showed people, especially when they're in the startup phase of their business, what is possible within 6 or 7 months. And this guy was an ex-rice farmer. So he went from rice farming to venture capital. Now that's a big change. So I think next time we're going to have a very special guest because we like to mix it up.
That's going to happen in November.
It's interesting you mentioned that actually, because that was coming into my next question. When you talk about, okay, most of these big time training, of course some of the ones out there, they're targeting people who have already made it in the market, or for people who have already started up something and they've got an office going, they've got a solid business going, and then they just need that little push from the back. What about the ones that are literally on the ground? I mean, the ones that are probably the housewives who just literally, you know, go and fry stuff and they sell in little packets. Now, what kind of change can you bring for people? I'm looking at literally on the ground. So what can you do for them? I mean, would this be a platform they can come to? And if so, is there, I'm asking on behalf of the people here, is there some kind of concession that you will grant them because they are small timers?
I think Matthias is in charge of concessions. You know, when you're the green men and you also manage the green money as well.
Yes.
Actually, what we have, we brought a guest in this time, Mary Chen, and she is linked to the disabled community in Malaysia, because our idea is that maybe we will sponsor 1 or 2 tickets next time for people with disabilities that are serious about wanting to start a green business, to basically get them empowered, get them inspired. A lot of the delegates have arrived at that point where they are ready to overcome their little niggles, their struggles, or the things that have been holding them back. And I think that will be very, very good for that community, because Mary told me most of them, people with disabilities in Malaysia, struggle to get a job. So they have to create their own jobs, or somebody has to create a specific business that can employ them. So we have that in the back of our mind. We're looking at how we can facilitate that and how we can bring as well the existing entrepreneurs and green entrepreneurs together to get more awareness about people with disabilities, so they can potentially build them in and employ them. I mean, that's what we've always got at Rock Your Business. We have got these synergies coming. Already last night, one of the delegates sent out an email to the other people he met. He said, I'm running a couple of green building projects. Some of you guys have green building technologies. Let's meet up and see how we can work together on commercially and on greening these projects even more. So this is already happening. I saw it this morning opening up my email, and it was delegates themselves that took the initiative, not us pushing them. So you can see there is a lot of movement there, a lot of positive energy.
It's like a little baby growing.
Exactly. And we always have a couple of scholarships available for very, very special cases and things like
Bless
that.
your green socks,
really
seriously. Bless your green and blue socks.
Right in. Now, Lilian, some of our viewers out there, hey, I don't have a green business. My business has nothing to do with the green economy. So is this Rock Your Green Business weekend still for them?
Yeah, most definitely. I think amongst the 9 business plans that were submitted, some of them are not so-called, you know, green based or has green products. So, but again, you know, like just on the ground level, whether you are already an entrepreneur or not, I think we come out from these 3 days really learning, or even like as a consumer, I just learn how to live more green. You know, I'm going to buy some bamboo clothing from Nucleus, from Bamboo Malaysia. I'm going to buy my, you know, paper from Green Office Supply, Paper Green,
Green, our winner.
So it's like it goes again, the personal, the everyday life, and of course then the business thing. It's like either I want to get into a green business. What are my options and what's out there? It's learning about the market, and again goes back to yourself. What are you passionate about? Because that's where. That's the long term. That's the sustainability in your life.
So basically, what you're saying is you go in no green and you come out green, right?
Pretty much. If not, then I think we failed to do something.
Hating green, and then you come out loving green and loving Matthias and then Mike and you and everybody else.
You're hugging trees.
There you go. You're hugging trees. Scary when they do it every day. That's a different perspective altogether. Mike, if there is an advice you want to give the viewers out there, people who would be very interested in coming in for the course in November, what is that one advice you'd like to give them?
The advice I'd like to give them is this, is that, and it's advice that was given to me in South Africa last year by a billionaire. And I asked him this question, and if any of our viewers would like to know what a billionaire thinks, this is what he thinks. I asked him this question: what's the difference between a millionaire and a billionaire? And his answer was decisiveness. He said, billionaires make decisions like that. He said, millionaires take a little bit longer, the rest takes 6 to 12 months. Right? So to answer your question, simply if you've been attracted to what we're saying, if you like the energy of what's going on, if you've got a business idea or you're already in business and you want to take it to another level, just come along.
And
simple as that.
Try it out.
Try it out.
So where's the website, or what's the website address where they can sign up or get more information on and decide right now itself?
Exactly. The website address is RYB, which stands for Rock Your Business, RYB Malaysia .eventbrite. I'm going to spell Eventbrite, EVENTBRITE.com.
All right, ryb.eventbrite.com.
RYB Malaysia.
RYB Malaysia. Don't forget Malaysia.
Never forget Malaysia.eventbrite.com.
All right, so it's rybmalaysia.eventbrite.com. Yes?
Yep, you got
Okay,
it.
so it's 800 ringgit in November.
888.
888. You didn't say
Matthias has been in Malaysia a long time.
Three infinities.
The pat. That's a very
That's special for the next 2 days.
next
The
2
early
days.
bird.
The early bird. So what happens to the late birds? How much are they paying?
7 million.
They're going to be angry
Make them
birds.
billionaires.
So if you want to go from thinking like an M, a millionaire, to a B, which is a billionaire, you might just want to go for this course. 888.
Decide right now,
That's
guys.
right.
And,
Decide for the next 2 days. You've got 2 days to think about it. Join in. It's in November, and I think from what we've heard thus far, from the beach, the sand, and the grass, I think it's a fantastic time. I think
Exactly.
you literally come out thinking, like I said, you go in no green and you come out green.
Great energy. It's going to be a fun-based learning, and as Matthias told us, experiential learning.
That's right. That's right. There you go. Now, Matthias, before we let you off, your advice to the people out there, your green advice as always.
My advice is, there were days where we thought we could only make money with damaging and destroying the planet. Now is the time to shift and make money from healing the planet. That's my hope for all of us. We need to shift to a green economy for the sake of our future generations.
Awesome. Fantastic. I mean, no one else can put it well. Thank you so much, Matthias, Mike, and of course, Lilian. Thank you very much.
Thanks,
And we wish you all the best. I'm quite sure that, I'm quite sure a lot of people would literally jump onto the board, and I think it's fantastic what you guys are doing.
November.
Keep it up. November, that's it. 888,
right.
pat. There you go. All right, now don't go away, Malaysia. We do have a fantastic cultural performance coming your way.
But not to mention, before that,
Yes, right. And your favorite movie?
my favorite
Upcoming movie.
I thought it's Wan Ali Azhar is coming up.